picture in here of the Indonesian.
Could you please stay here? So we can record the audio, please.
Is this okay here? Yes. Guys, now you're going to have to rescue me, man. Whatever. So, welcome everybody to the 2025 Jakarta E-Prix. Such a pleasure to be here today. You know, it's a great honor to be here for the third edition. Hopefully, we will be here for many, many years. Some of you met me a few weeks ago where we had a press conference together with the governor, and we are obviously looking to extend our contract for many years here in Indonesia, in Jakarta. But we're here today unveiling the car and unveiling that partnership, amazing partnership that we have with DHL since day one. They are they're our first partner since 2013. Actually, even 1 year before we did the first ever race in Beijing, DHL was already a partner of Formula E, a proud partner, and we are really proud to have them since that long. Now I'm going to introduce you to the three main people, you know, of DHL here in Indonesia and also globally. Manuela has been working with us since the beginning as well. Then we have Ahmad and we have Nicola as well, and they will tell you a little bit about what means to be the logistic partner of Formula E. So I leave the ground to them, the floor to them, and obviously I will be up to any question right after their 5-minute speech. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Alberto. As Alberto was saying, we are the proud partner of Formula E since the very beginning. We really believed in this project and seen it grown so much. It's amazing for us, and it's very, very rewarding. We're obviously invested of a very important task, which is the logistics, global logistics worldwide. So we do basically take care of the transportation of all the freight on each single race of the championship, which is a very mammoth, I would say, task, very challenging but extremely rewarding for us. We can talk about maybe a little bit later. What I can say is that this is possible because of Formula E. The partnership with Formula E is founded really on an incredible cooperation with their logistics department, their freight department. Nothing would be possible without their support, and at the same time combining our global expertise all over the world together with our office's local expertise. And this makes the process seamless, challenging always, but very seamless. And I pass the baton to Nick, who can explain maybe what we've done here in conjunction with DHL Indonesia.
Yeah, thank you, Manuela. Well, as Manuela has said, it's a massive undertaking for us locally on the ground. We receive more than 400 tons of cargo of Formula E, the cars, the batteries, also all the equipments. But we are quite fortunate that our team on the ground has been learning over the past on how to handle the motorsport events. It's very seamless, although very tiring, but very seamless. We also have had the opportunity to think about how we do it in a more sustainable manner. For example, when we receive the cargo, we need to think how to transport the cargo from the airport to the seaport into this event without sacrificing too much CO2. So, for example, when we truck the equipment from the ports, we need to think about the traffic also on how to make it consuming less fuel. That's our approach in Indonesia, and of course, together with Pak Ahmad, we are building a more sustainable approach to our infrastructure here. Pak Ahmad can always share more into details about that. Over to you, Pak Ahmad.
Alhamdulillah. We're very fortunate. EV or Formula E is very much part and parcel of our DNA. All right. For example, in Indonesia alone, we've got about 28 electric vehicles out of 300. And sometime next year, we're going to acquire another 128 e-vehicles. So it's very much in line with what we're doing today, yeah, for the future generation, the good of future generation. Now, on top of that, we also have solar panels, I think like many other companies in Indonesia, but all our facilities are equipped with solar panels, supplying about at least 15% 15% of our electricity requirement. And as you know, DHL is the first logistic company to have used the sustainable aviation fuel. We do it in a very big way. Very costly affair. We subsidize a lot, but it's for the good of the future generation and for the good of all of us, right? Indonesia alone, we've sold quite a lot of this Go Green product. The local as well as MNC has purchased this Go Green product ever since we started not too long ago. So all of these are very much in line with what we're trying to do in the future. Yeah? And there's a lot more other programs that are being done in Indonesia as well as the rest of the world in support of green and cleaner energy. Yeah? I'll take up more questions later on when we're up there, but for now that's all I have. Yeah?
Right.
So can you tell me about Evo3, new car in here?
Sorry, say it again.
Can you tell me about
specification or
About the car?
Yeah, what
About the car, the specifications? Yeah, so basically the car is aesthetically is a little bit the same as it was the year before, but we have changes. Tire compound is a complete new tire compound. Then we have an activation of the front powertrain that makes this car the fastest car 0 to 100 in the world. So this car is capable of doing 1.8 seconds 0 to 100 kilometers, which is to 100 meters, I'm sorry. So it's the fastest car on earth. And this is just because of the tire and because of the activation of the front powertrain. We're so proud of this, but we're even prouder of what is coming in the future. So Formula E will probably be 3 to 5 to 10 seconds faster in only a couple of years' time when we launch the Gen 4. And definitely we're all looking forward to that. We're going to have some stats that are even difficult to believe today, but technology is advancing so quickly and it's helping us so much to be basically faster and faster every day. There is probably not visible by most of the human eyes, but there is some aerodynamics, especially in the front part of the car, and but again there is more coming year on year, and we needed to look for more downforce. We needed to look also for less drag, and definitely, every year the car is improving. That's why this year we are actually 3 to 5 seconds faster than last year, and probably next year it will happen exactly the same. We will be another 3 to 5 seconds faster than this year. That has never been heard of in motorsport. That you're capable of doing an improvement of 3 to 5 seconds every year. I mean, imagine what Formula E is going to be in the next 3 or 4 years. Probably we will be the fastest racing in the world.
Didn't help in Indonesia last year. So what is the biggest challenge to bring back Formula E to Indonesia this year?
Well, I would say that we are in a good position. We're talking to the governor, we're talking to the central government. There is a lot of appetite from both sides, to sign the renewal of the agreement. And let's see. I think this week is very important because there is going to be a lot of very important people coming. Again, governor, the president is invited. Obviously, I don't know if he's going to finally come, but the brother of the president is actually coming as well. The son of the president is actually coming. So there is a lot of people who is going to, honor us with their presence here, and hopefully that will help to renew the contract, which is what Formula E and I'm sure Indonesia and Jakarta wants as well.
Yep. Mr. Alberto, there's a lot of EV brands in the world, such as them to Formula E.
Oh, absolutely. We welcome any manufacturer into Formula E, but obviously BYD is one of the companies that we have been talking to for quite a long time with them, and we will be proud to have them. But we have only 11 to 12 teams. We don't have more than that, and it's it takes time to negotiate one, and then it takes this negotiation period with every single manufacturer in order to get the deal done. We have only one entry left, and there is a lot of appetite to be the owner of that entry. So let's see. There is Chinese manufacturers, there are many American manufacturers, there are some other European manufacturers that we're talking to. So let's see what the future bring to Formula E, but definitely we are looking forward to have those 10 to 12 teams, established in Formula E for the long term.
Thank you.
Very welcome. This year,
11 teams
we have 11 teams, 22 cars. So each team has 2 cars.
because there are 2 drivers.
2 cars, two drivers every team, yeah.
22
22 cars,
cars.
22 drivers. 320 kilometers an hour. Very welcome.
It's enough.
Okay, we're good? Okay, let's go.
Thank you.
to the next one. Thank you.
Ya. Saudara, kalau kemarin-kemarin kita ngelihat replikanya aja nih mobil balap yang akan digunakan di Jakarta E-Prix 2025. Nah, sekarang saya akan menunjukkan langsung aslinya seperti apa, seperti yang akan ditunjukkan oleh juru kamera saya, Jenifan Prapta. Ini adalah mobil asli, yaitu Gen 3 Evo yang akan digunakan pada event Jakarta E-Prix 2025 yang akan diselenggarakan pada Sabtu 21 Juni 2025. Ada sejumlah perubahan dari yang seri sebelumnya, diantaranya ada bodi yang lebih lancip, kemudian juga ada perbaikan dalam hal ban, dan kemudian ada sejumlah pemberian teknologi baru yang memungkinkan mobil ini unggul dalam hal kecepatan, yang kecepatannya dapat mencapai hingga 100 km per jam dalam waktu 1,82 detik saja. Nah, saudara, nantinya mobil ini akan digunakan oleh 22 pebalap dari 11 tim yang akan mengaspal di Jakarta E-Prix 2025. Claudia Carla, Jenifan Prapta, Kompas TV, Jakarta. Oke, ya. Oke, udah. Saudara, kalau dari awal bulan Juni kemarin kita mungkin hanya bisa melihat replikanya saja ya yang ada di bundaran Hotel Indonesia. Nah, saat ini kita sudah bisa melihat langsung nih mobil balap listrik yang akan digunakan dalam ajang Jakarta E-Prix 2025. Seperti yang akan ditunjukkan langsung oleh juru kamera saya, yaitu Jenifan Prapta. Ini adalah mobil asli yang nantinya akan digunakan di event Jakarta E-Prix 2025 yang akan dimulai pada hari Sabtu nanti. Ada sejumlah perbaikan dari mobil ini dari generasi sebelumnya sehingga memungkinkan untuk lebih cepat lajunya dibandingkan dengan generasi sebelumnya. Kecepatannya dapat mencapai hingga 100 km per jam dalam waktu 1,82 detik saja. Dan mobil ini nantinya akan digunakan oleh ke-22 pebalap dari 11 tim global. Di antaranya ada Nico Muller, kemudian ada Jean-Eric Vergne, kemudian juga ada Robin dan juga ada Nick Cassidy yang nantinya akan mengaspal pada event Jakarta E-Prix 2025 pada Sabtu 21 Juni 2025. Claudia Carla, Jenifan Prapta, Kompas TV, Jakarta.
We crack on. So, any question there?
So, Alberto, what do you think about the track in Ancol?
Track is amazing. When we came here for the first time a few years ago, we really believed that we had a track for many, many years, and actually it's the perfect location because it's in the heart of the city. You know, it's but it doesn't disrupt the neighborhood because it's a venue where obviously there are no buildings surrounding. We are not blocking anyone, you know, from the daily life, and definitely it's working for us. But the most important thing is actually the show and the spectacle and how many overtakes the cars are capable of doing in this amazing venue. Honestly, we love it, and as I said before, we will love to be here for many, many years. Yeah.
Okay, so there's any improvement or change in the track than last year?
Yeah, there is a few changes. Obviously, we always try to improve it, especially the pit entry. I think it is a complete new pit entry. But overall, I don't think it's going to be a much faster or much slower track. I think overall it's more or less the same. It's just minor details that the FIA, together with us, you know, with Formula E, every year we try to basically improve the track, you know, and improve the experience, not only of the drivers driving it, but also of the people coming to the race.
Okay, so how about the weather? So the government raining tomorrow.
That unfortunately we cannot do anything about the weather. There is, you know, some expectations that it might rain, you know, during the race. You know, it's tricky always if it rains, and especially the way it rains here in Jakarta is you know, big time. It's kind of poor raining. So if that happens, we will have, you know, a race which is not ideal, I would say, because obviously on dry motor racing is better on dry than on wet. That's for sure. But even on wet, I'm sure we will bring a big show and a big spectacle for the people, not only that comes to the racetrack, but also watching from home.
What is 3 reasons people should watch Formula E in Jakarta?
Well, the first one, because you know, this country and the city is absolutely amazing. What we said about Ancol, a very special location. We have one of the biggest fan base in the world here in Indonesia, and especially here in Jakarta. But I would say the race itself. The race itself will bring, as I mentioned, a lot of show, a lot of overtaking to the people watching here and watching from home. So those are for me the main reasons why you cannot miss this race.
Do you think Jakarta will be in next season?
Well, I hope it will be next season. You know, we're talking to different stakeholders to renew the contract. You know, this is the last year of the contract that we have. But I think there is a good will from the governor, from the central government, and obviously from Formula E, you know, to find a way to continue for many, many years.
If you could describe one word for Jakarta E-Prix.
For me, I would say passion. Passion. I mean, the people is so passionate about this race here. Not only us as promoters of the event feel it, but most importantly the drivers and the teams. You know, they do feel when they walk around how the people cheer for them, and definitely that passion is you can feel it.
Could you elaborate a bit how many cargo that shipment into Indonesia, and what is the unique challenge shipment in Indonesia?
The shipment, you mean the cargo?
Yeah.
So it's 400 tons of equipment that we transport worldwide, and well, the main challenge is obviously getting, you know, from point A to point B. The biggest one is obviously moving batteries around the world, which we have never had an issue obviously over the course of 11 years, because we have an amazing partner, DHL, you know, that takes care of the logistics of the championship. And you know, the challenge is basically the same challenge as any other championship would have, which is we are packing up here on Sunday, and in 15 days' time we will be probably racing in another country, in another continent. And that by itself is a big challenge. But again, if you have good partners, those challenges become opportunities, become things that has been done very successfully since day one in Formula E.
You can tell, other than cars, other than batteries, what logistic that shipment for the race?
Well, everything. I mean, every team has in the region of 10 tons of equipment to be transporting around. Then we have all the TV compound that we transport all around the world. So yeah, I mean, everything that you can see here that is actually not track related, track meaning the walls, the fences, the bridges, all this is local, but everything else we transported worldwide. So yeah, it's a big, massive logistic challenge.
You have a Mandalika circuit. If you have any chance to move into Mandalika circuit, maybe let's try Formula E.
I mean, Mandalika is an amazing permanent track, obviously, but you know we prefer to be in the center, in the city center, using the streets of the biggest cities of the world, you know, and this is the DNA of Formula E. So if we were to move, we will probably move to places like, I don't know, GBK Stadium or Monas, which we would love to be there in Monas, but I don't think we will move to a permanent track. We belong to the city center.
Or maybe we can move to Bali instead?
To Bali, again, it will be a pleasure, but honestly, we like to be racing in the biggest cities of the world. Jakarta is one of them. Bali is an amazing city, but not one of the biggest cities in the world. So
maybe you can move to Monas, maybe?
Monas will be an absolute pleasure for us to be racing at in the following seasons. But that decision is more for for the central government and for the governor to decide where do they want us to race. We're happy with this venue, but if they tell us why don't we move to Monas, we will obviously say yes.
What will be the most challenging things for the racer on 31st June?
Well, the fact that last year we couldn't come here, so unfortunately.
Can you please look at the camera?
Sure. So the fact that we couldn't come last year is a big challenge, obviously, because now we had to almost start from scratch, because when you miss one of these years, it's like 365 days that you're not working on an event, and I think it takes a little bit of time for us to reactivate on the market, for the people to know back from Formula E, and definitely those gaps of 1 year doesn't help. But honestly, on such as a passionate market as we have here in Indonesia, it took us very little time to reactivate all what I'm saying, and now definitely we have, we're going to have full grandstands, and we're going to have a lot of people coming here on Saturday, and hopefully enjoying a lot with our race. And if we renew the contract, then hopefully that will happen for many more years.
I think that's all. Thank you.
That's it? Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.